Welcome to my channel TM Chitra Teacher. In this session, I am going to explain you a poem called Animals, which is written by Walt Whitman, who is known for his free verse poems. So the poet has depicted the simplicity of animals and the greed and the complex, that is difficult nature of human beings in this poem. So before I explain you the poem, let us discuss the activities given in the warming up session. Now let me explain you the poem Animals, written by Walt Whitman. So in this poem, Walt Whitman, the poet, has played a major figure in the early American poetry. So in an age when all poetry was rhymed and metrical, Whitman made a break with tradition and wrote a revolutionary and a new kind of poetry in free verse. So if you compare with those times, he was a revolution. He created a revolution in writing a poem. So he was a non-conformist in all aspects, including his social life. So the poet tells us that he feels more at home with animals than humans. So what he finds complicated and false. So in this poem, the poet has compared between human beings and animals. And he has pointed out like the evil things, the wrong things, as well as the bad things which are present inside the human brain, and which he thinks that the animal don't have. The animals are very innocent, kind. So that is why he thinks that animals are much better than human beings. So now let us see to the poem. I think I could turn and live with animals. They are so placid and self-contained. I stand and look at them long and long. So in these lines, the poet says that he wants to live in the world of animals. Because here we can say that the poet finds the world of animals are better than the human being's world. Because he finds that animals are more peaceful, because they have a very peaceful life comparing to human. And why he says this? Because animals are not running after all these worldly things, like human beings are running behind material things, luxuries. So animals don't run behind all those things. They are very calm and have no greed for all these worldly things. And they are very kind of whatever they achieve in their life. And they are so self-contained, means they are happy with whatever they have in their life, because they never interfere in the lives of others. And human beings have the habit. So humans have the habit of interfering in others' life and pointing out mistakes and advising others. So animals never do it. They are very happy with their own life. So the poet thinks that animals are better than these human beings, because they being calm without interfering in others' matters, they live their life. So these are the reasons, like he felt that they have a better life, so he wished to turn like to an animal's life. They do not sweat and whine about their condition. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for sins. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. Not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with the mania of owning things. So in these lines the poet tries to say that not like humans but animals never complain about their miseries. About their miseries means the problems what they face, the strugglings, because they never cry out loud like human beings, but to show what they have lost. Because human beings, if he loses something, he will cry, and it will be create a big chaos in that particular place. But animals just very being calm, they never express it loudly like humans, and they never stay awake at night. Like human beings, we could have seen whole day they do the wrong things, they do the sin which is not right morally, they do it and then they worry about it. But animals never sit at late night, they never cry and worry about whatever sin they would have done. So these things are that animals are different from human beings because they don't show their anger or grief. If someone is wrong, if something wrong happens with them, they never show their anger or else grief. Grief is their sorrow. They never show it to others. And the poet further states that animals are very truthful because they never boast of their own good deeds done. See, what human beings have a habit of praising their own self, and they boost their own good deeds, like yes, I have done this, that. So they praise themselves. Even whatever is done in the name of God also they praise themselves. So he says so because most of the human beings do this, they praise themselves and they try to show their good deeds and religiousness to others, that how religious they are. Actually no, animals don't have all those things, but human beings do, just to gain popularity among the other people in the society. So the poet thinks that animals never irritate him by doing such things. They never try to get any kind of praise or anything, and they never run behind these worldly things like luxurious things and all. So he felt that they never try to possess anything. They don't own any land, they don't own any property, they are very free and comfort and whatever they have, because they don't run behind this luxury and a comfortable life. So he says that animals never become mad and run behind owning these worldly things. So let us see to the next few lines. Not one kneels to another, nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. So they show their relations to me and I accept them. They bring me tokens of myself. They envis them plainly in their possession. So here the poet tries to say that he has never seen any animal showing his devotion like to anyone by bowing down in front of the person, because in humans we have a habit, like whenever we meet an elder we bow down, we take their blessings. But in animals, whether they are elder or older, they never have a habit of showing this kind of a devotion, because they never do so even to their ancestors also. So they never try to showcase this kind of a quality, but human beings do this kind of quality, this kind of a job. So they do not show devotion towards God like humans do, but no one among them is more respectful or more important. All are equal in their animals community. So in human beings, like rich people are generally given more importance and are treated with more respect as compared to the poor. But in the society of animals, they never do it. Everybody is equal, and they never give more respect or less importance to any animal. So every animal will be happy in their own world, and not like human beings. Like they are not like human beings who find themselves the happiest or the saddest person on the earth. And further the poet tries to add some points to it, that animals are more honest in showing the relationship with other animals. Even they are very honest, because here he wants to say this because animals use other animals as their food and they never try to hide this, whereas human beings show that they have a nice and friendly relationship with animals, though in reality he hunts animals and he eats as a food. See, animals hunt because wild animals, we know they are dependent on one another. Not only wild animals, every animal, there are certain type of animal which are dependent on another animal, and that is a fact, and we all know that, and they are very honest in that. But human beings will show as he is very friendly, but on the other side even he might be hunting those animals for their purpose. So the poet tries to say that that he accepts the fact that animals are true towards showing their relationship with the other animals, because they never hide any of these things. So let us see to the next line. I wonder where they get those tokens. Did I pass that way huge times ago and negligently drop them? So he is asking a rhetorical question. He has questioned himself. So let us see why he has used this. So here the poet is trying to introspect himself and says that from where the animals got these good qualities. And he further questions himself that where his own good qualities are gone, because he thought the qualities what we could see, like carefully, being careful, being kind, where are these qualities of human beings? And the qualities that we found in the human beings in the past, like innocence, kindness, truthful, now these all qualities are found in animals. So he wonders that humans gave up all these qualities, and are these all qualities are passed on to the animals? So that is what he has given a question at last, like how these qualities are given to these animals. And in this poem we don't have the rhyme scheme, as the poet has used a free verse type of a poem.